Nahuatl, the Nahuatl language, in Nahuitlactole, can best be translated as the essence of the movement of words that balance and harmonize. In many images of the ancient codices, you can see something that pretty much looks like this. It's generally it's called the speech glyphs. So it is a very important symbol in ancient indigenous manuscripts because it responds not only to a physical movement, a physical communication, but also a spiritual one. And Nawi, the word is, the origin of the word is Nawi, which is four. Four is the word that represents the number of the four cardinal points, of the four elements. And let me describe it in the way that I think could best express where this tradition comes from. So let's imagine we are in a little ceremony to the four corners, and we have a person who is going to guide it. She has her fire, and she's going to begin to offer words to the four cardinal points, which is a ceremony that is done in many indigenous traditions, not only in Mexico. And the way that rituals are begun are facing each one of the cardinal points and to ask for permission to begin a ritual. So the four elements within her are going to be activated, and they represent symbolically this fire that she will be holding in her hands. Her heart, which is the fire, begins to be activated. Her blood, which is her water, her air, her breath, and her earth, which are her bones, begin to become alive, and they are expressed with a great sense of gratitude, and they reach out to the east. Let's say the east is here, and the east is where the sun rises. So the first region would be the region of light. But how about if on its way it meets a tree? This tree is here, and so this prayer or this sense of gratitude reaches the tree, and the tree's heart is impacted and then reaches out back to her, giving thanks, and not only to her, but to everything that is around it. It begins to reflect the sense of gratitude. And then she reaches out to the west where the sun sets, and her heart begins to give gratitude to the west, the region of the feminine. And in this region, let's say maybe there is the ocean. The ocean is here. And so the ocean will be impacted also by the prayer, and it will reflect back to her. And in every wave, it will reflect back to everything that meets it. And then let's say the next region, the region of the north, the region of the ancestors, there might be, let's say, a butterfly, as they believe that our ancestors came back as butterflies. And so her heart reaches out to the north and meets the butterfly, and the butterfly returns it and begins to generate this sense of gratitude everywhere, her own heart. And then we reach out to the south. The south is the region of hardships, the region of thorns. And maybe here we'll have another person, maybe here, a little person here with its own life and doing something, maybe watching birds, a little bird. And this sense of gratitude surrounds the person, and the person begins to reflect back. And also, his heart reaches the bird, and then the bird reflects to him, and then reflects to them. And all of a sudden, all of these will be reflecting to each other. They will reach each other. They will begin to reach each other. And then at that moment, the guide looks up into the universe and sees the sun, the stars, the moon, and gives thanks to all this wonderful cosmic forces that live way above into the universe. And she thanks them, and they thank her, and they thank each other, and they're stimulated by this great sense of gratitude. And then she looks down into the deep, deep earth. She kneels and she gives thanks. And as she thanks the Mother Earth for all of its goodness and for carrying us through the universe, then something happens. Everything is connected. And the glyph that started in the east will now go around. It will go to the above and to the beyond, to the above and below. And that is a moment in which the whole community is ready for the ritual. That is why the Nahuatl language means the essence of the movement of words that harmonize and balance. In Nahuitlahtoli.